I got you. Get your ass in here. Get your ass beat. You better find out. I did. Nah, like 5. Hold on, we'll do it right here. Alright, alright, are you on play game right now? You're already on the... Let me know when you're there, we'll just hit at the same time. We'll count down 3, 2, 1, and then punch it. No, I didn't see him yet. Whoa, yeah, 4 is Maisie. Yeah. That's funny. Alright, 3, 2, 1, search. I'm gonna go white. Yeah, I did. Yeah, to get my flex phone, I had to. Yeah. You told me that you were gonna stop it if I ran it, so we about to find out.
Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking
Good luck, dog.
Week 0. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the South Carolina Gamecocks.
And his ass looks scruffy as fuck too.
Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Yeah.
Stadium for South Carolina.
Is that what he really looks like?
Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans
That's
make
crazy.
this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Lindsey Graham died. Lindsey Graham, the Kentucky senator. No, the senator from South Carolina. Okay, I gotta receive.
Unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season.
It'll go quick.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson.
We can always lower it if nobody, if everybody ain't liking it. Let's go.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option.
Oh, you gonna make the quarterback beat you? Okay.
Not give him any kind of alley and knock him down for a loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong.
Should have just kept it.
He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Coverage team does a good job.
Great putt. What a putt.
On this one.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and his defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Field, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
In football, you hear the term quick.
To me, you got the wrong playbook.
And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
So now it's 2nd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Yeah, he fast.
At the 28-yard line and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Come on, defense. What are we doing?
Get them RPOs.
This guy, he's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other.
Texas Tech's front seven are not bad. I was kind of surprised.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Damn, bro, that running back little as fuck.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Sellers to throw. Here comes the heat. Still on his feet. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39 in a really
He's
nice
good, though. He's
pickup
pretty
there.
good quarterback. Big as fuck.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you could see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Turning it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Keeps it on first down. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely no.
Hold on, I got somehow this audio's on. I need to turn it off on the stream.
Saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Throwing Sellers. Got a man, it's Harbor. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Running the red zone, it's McAllister. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on 4th down. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. It's reverse. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separate.
Might have a chance. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Got his man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And the Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone.
He's going for the goal line. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And they did tack on the extra point. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Keeps it on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The run inside. It's McAllister. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been... Lets it fly! And it's picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
You know, the best free safeties I ever played against were the ones that just have a sixth sense. It's like they know where the ball is going, and they can just bait the quarterback into trying to make throws that they never have a chance of making. That's what that guy did right there. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They feed him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. It's complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Hammond. He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Play fake, Sellers. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
First carry of the season. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Maybe a crease. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Gamecocks will try to move the chains on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 4th down, Sellers. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to pass, it's Hammond. He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at. He's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
On the option. Quick toss. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Sellers. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Sellers to the air again. Snagged out of the air. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Bruins with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Pulls it in. It's Tuggle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sellers on the play action. Flips it out in the flat. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football. But he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate. Pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him. But the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And it's picked off for the third time today. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive. He wants to go deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
Escapes the pressure going right. He'll get rid of it. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it will go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback.
Oh, man, that DB, if he knew where he was out on the field just a little bit better and knew how to get that foot down inbounds, that would have been a pick. Obviously, a clean catch, but he's got to get 1 foot inbounds to secure the interception.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Gets the back moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. The RPO, it's complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Gonna look downfield again. He's got his man. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Sets up the screen. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
The Red Raiders in the hurry-up.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to
looking long. Grabs it inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, you got to love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll try to do it himself. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Running inside. It's Clark. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Catch in the middle, it's Bolden. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Here's Sellers to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
But how about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th.
Looking for a big play. Upstairs to make the catch. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Rides the option, he keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Hammond. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Throwing, Sellers. Quick completion on the out route.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Found the spot in the defense. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Sellers. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Here's a give to Auguste. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Here's Sellers to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Throwing, Sellers. He's got the tight end. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And he swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Still on his feet at the 40. Maybe some room here. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They'll have a first down here. A Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, that's new. If you want to kick the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Goes to the option. Quarterback keep. Now the pitch. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Sellers. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Slithers into space. There's a crease. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. Give him 109 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. The Red Raiders are in the red zone. Now on the option. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Sellers to throw. Pocket breaking down. Makes one man miss. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Finds his man. It's Bennett. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Sellers. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
On the option, he'll pitch it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Here on third down for this offense. The option look. Keeps it himself. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Bringing the heat. He lets one fly deep. And it's in, complete the long pass downfield. They couldn't hook up.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches.